constitutionalists. They want to get rid of it, this sort of thing, which is well and good. But if you compare the damage done with that versus the damage of a military in the federal level can come in and arrest American citizens, put us in prison without a trial, without charges, indefinitely. Now that is about as bad as it gets. Now, of course, we have a president that claims that he can assassinate American citizens. These are major steps. Yes, you might not hear, it might not be epidemic even this year or next year. That is setting the stage for something very bad.
The executive orders.
Executive orders. What like this whole idea of the
National
Department of Homeland Security ordering 500 million rounds of ammunition.
Yeah.
I mean, this is rather strange. That's why it is so crucial what we're doing.
I love you!
Quit before you change your mind.
We won't do that. We're very proud of you, John. We're very proud of you. True Tampa and beyond.
I've been very impressed with going around the country, and of course I mentioned today, like I always do, always young people, just like every one of you in here. You know, under 30, this is just great.
Thank you.
So,
I love you too.
31 and 32, a little bit over, you just have to be young at heart. Because it is, this whole thing we're doing is a very young, if you look at history, very
for our
young
children.
And we've had this great test, but we're going to screw it up and let it go.
Yeah, right.
If we don't really grab hold of this, because you can slip into the doldrums, and we can see what happens when the government gets involved with taking care of a recession. They can take care of a recession that should last a year, turn it into 5 or 10 or 15 years. Well, if they do that with our personal liberties and it lasts a long time, then you don't have energized people to reverse it. It can last a long time. People, to totally destroy all the wealth and all the freedoms, it takes a while, but unfortunately it's accelerating right now. But we're accelerating too, and our numbers are growing. Reason to be optimistic about it and to be energized, and this is an important year, and we haven't settled all the disputes and the arguments and the votes yet in the presidential election, so we'll be doing that, but we should be very pleased with what's happening in the country, in our movement that's been growing. It's been known for a long time, but it's always been by a remnant of people, a few people holding it together. And like I said today, it was hard to find the information, the explanations that came about, and yet it's readily available. And I think this is what's so magnificent about it, the growth with the internet. And that is why I really work hard and cherish the privacy of the internet and getting around our kids. Failure is all around us. Everybody's feeling the pressure of government bearing down on us. What do they need? 30,000 drones patrolling our skies. People are starting to feel it. They're feeling it economically. They see the failure. They know about the Fed. And I'll tell you about another one we're really winning on. The American people are with us on this war.
That's right.
Yeah.
One amendment to come up because they knew it. But just as I mentioned today that you can put coalitions and cooperate and bring people together to do the good things, of course they do the bad things too by cooperating. That's why people you send are so crucial. And this is what is absolutely necessary. Today or this week, what they did was the Republican and Democratic leadership agreed that they'd get rid of sequestration because they don't want any restraints whatsoever. So all those guys that solved the problem last year with the super committee and having these automatic cuts, they're going to cancel all those out. And they're marching on unless we change the administration and change the Congress and start doing this. I mean, it'll end up in a real bad bankruptcy.
Competitive currencies.
So that is what we want to do. We want to try to prevent it, but we also have to say, if it isn't prevented, what are we going to do about it? If break down the law and order, we're going to have a lot of people on our side because there has to be rebuilding. I think that's where we can be proud of what's happening. There's a lot of rebuilding going on. Kurt has been teaching for a long time, but he's in politics. He'll be a good teacher in politics. Constitution says, you know.
Thanks for not giving up on us.
But anyway, I thank you very much for coming out and your enthusiasm, and we'll be around a little bit, but we'll certainly be around in the morning and shake some more hands in the morning. Kurt, good luck. I know you're going to do it.
Thank you.
This is the first time I went after the congressman.
Sorry about that.
Is that yours? I'm sorry.
That was mine.
To follow. I'd rather introduce you. Because this is just great. Thank you all for coming out tonight. And I just want to remind you that tomorrow morning we're doing a breakfast. And thank you for being here. We're going to get around and talk to you. And thank you for coming. But one thing is, just to reiterate, is what I said at the end of the night holds true. Is that you get behind those candidates like you would get behind your kids. Again, if your kid plays sports or does anything and you get emotional or worked up to watch them, that's how you have to treat this election cycle right here. That's how important 2012 is. So if you're gonna get into it, you get into it as hard as you can for your candidates. And you pull for them, you pound signs for them, you drop lip for them, you gotta, it's time, talent, and treasure that we need. We have to take this back. I think about my wife. My wife's a licensed child care provider, you probably know that. Governor Dayton tried to force by executive order the unionization of her this last year. That's what, you don't think they'll do it if they get the state house and the state senate back? You know what's coming. You know what's coming if they maintain control. That's why we have to work so hard. I went to Cottonwood County almost all the way to South Dakota just a little while ago, a few days ago. Lost track of the days, last few days I've been running so hard. But those people out there, those farmers out there, they know what happened when the Labor Department wanted to limit what farm kids could do. They were going to pull the farm kids right off the tractors because it's unsafe. Oh, and then they walked it back.
Learned a lot.
Just imagine what's going to happen if we don't work hard. We have to fight like this is the fight of our lives. And we're doing this for our kids. This is for our kids. This isn't for us. Right. We got up on the stage up on the stage tonight at the end. It wasn't about me. It was about all those other legislators, all those people running for office, and everybody in the building. That's who that was about. This is only the beginning of this movement. We are going to let them know that we will be here for a long, long time this year. And thanks for coming.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks for all you're doing. You can be super relaxed.
We're going to get a picture here.
It's an honor, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, Jordan, thank you.
Next up, right here.
Yeah.